boy, it got cold last night. No snow, but there's frost. I can see the frost on the logs. Wow. Oh boy, I gotta get a fire going here this morning. I need a fire to warm up. I slept with all my clothes on last night. My big winter jacket in my bag, and I'm still a little bit cold. Well, it took a bit, but I got the fire going finally. And man, it's nice to have some heat in you. Definitely gonna need some more wood today. Because man, I am bound and determined to get a chicken today. I don't know why, but I am. So I'm gonna, once the fire's, it's probably going good enough now. I want to get a pot of water on, and have some hot water. Pretend it's coffee, and then I think I'll get out and go for a walk. Good company, Mr. Fire. It's been a struggle this trip, to say the least. The rain, the dampness, a shortage of good dry wood, shortage of game. You know, it just makes me realize last year's trip, it just makes me realize how lucky I was, how fortunate I was. And I said that during that trip, I was so fortunate. But when you do it again, and Mother Nature just hands you your ass on a platter. She's like, here's your ass. You're not going to eat, and you're going to really work for your food, and you might not even get any. But that's the way it goes. You know, it makes me sort of think back to like the pioneers and the struggles they went through. You know, the early settlers, the struggles that they went through on a daily basis. You know, I'm one person trying to look after myself. Imagine if you had a wife and kids, and you're out here doing this, and you needed to provide for them, and Mother Nature just wasn't giving up her bounty. Imagine how hard that would be. Unbelievable. That's probably why they only lived until their, I don't know, 40s maybe. They couldn't handle any more than that. Yeah, it makes you ponder. Anyways, I'm gonna get some water going here. Have a cup of hot water, so I'll ponder a bit more. Ponder life. That's what you do in the middle of nowhere. All right, later. No chickens. I'm even looking for the chickens up in the trees, but nothing. This moose rub that's old. maybe from summer. That actually could be a deer too, but I'm saying moose because that's all the sign I've seen is moose. Well, all you can do is keep trying. Boy, oh boy. What I wouldn't do for a bird. I just hope I get enough strength in me to pull the bow. Draw my bow back. Yeah, I'm sure I do. If I saw a chicken, I'd do anything. I'd run after it and jump on it. Something over there. Almost fell into the pit. Starting to freeze up there a little bit, you see? Oh, right on the ground. Wild. Beautiful. Good clean water. Well, I'm glad I built this chair. I'm really glad I built this chair. Could use a few more logs for the back part, but it beats sitting on the ground, let me tell you. Well, I cut that wood. That took about an hour and a half. I actually timed it because I wanted to see how long it would take to cut those logs up. And I'm like, oh, that's going to be enough wood for days. It'll be enough wood for today and tonight. Damn fire. It's kind of smoky right now. Anyways, then I went for about an hour and a half hike again, looking for chickens, and I never saw any. The gas tank's empty. It took everything I had to cut that wood, and then I had to relax. Can't even talk. Then I had to relax for an hour. And I went for a good hour and a half hike. and now I gotta relax again, just rest. Just don't have the energy. So, anybody that thinks this might be easy, it's not easy. Not that anybody thinks it's easy, but I remember last year I had a few people comment to me, and they didn't ask. You know, somebody asks a question, I'm always more than willing to answer or whatever. But these people, I remember last year someone said, they didn't ask me, they were just like, that's stupid to just go out and cut a day's worth of wood. You should be cutting 3 or 4 days worth of wood so you've got enough, and then you would have more time to hunt and so on and so forth. Well, you just don't. You don't have the energy to do it. Trust me. When you're cutting logs like that, that's why I try to keep them small, right? But it just kicks the shit out of you. You know, it's a lot easier. Everything's easier when you've got food and you're well nourished. But it's okay. It's okay. I didn't come out here to be well nourished. I didn't come out here to eat 3 meals a day. This is not a camping trip. This is me seeing how long I can survive and how I can make out and how I feel, and that's what I'm doing. So I might actually have a little siesta. I kind of sometimes find it easier to have a rest during the day. I had a nap the other day for probably, I don't know, maybe half an hour or something. I had the fire going. I just crawled in my bag, and next thing I know, I wake up. I'm like, holy shit, where am I? So when you're out here doing something like this, you sleep when you're tired, you drink when you're thirsty, and if you had food, you'd eat when you're hungry. But me, I sleep when I'm tired and I drink when I'm thirsty. So anyways, time for a little snooze, and then we'll get back out there and see if we can't find a chicken or maybe a moose. Not a bad little camp, eh? Nice big fire pit. Reflects the heat nicely. My little hobo chair I built. A little too close to the fire and I can't move it, but whatever. And there's the bedroom. There's the master. There's the master bedroom. And the master bathroom is right over there. Had a quick little nap. I don't know, half an hour, 20 minutes. And now I'm going to go another attempt at do the chicken run. I don't know. Gotta try. A little bit of blue sky up there. Finally. Holy. Today's the first, well, it rained this morning, and then it was overcast, and then it broke up a little bit, so it's welcome. I welcome the change in the weather, dry out a little bit. Starting to feel like a mushroom. Well, I just got back from my last chicken hunt. Last chicken hunt of the day. And I never saw a chicken. Oh well. It could be worse. I could have no chicken and no fire. But I got a beautiful fire. What do you do? That's just the way it goes. It's going to be dark here in probably an hour, so probably just heat up some water. Get some warm water in me. And think about tomorrow. pray for tomorrow. Maybe the chicken gods will be out tomorrow, eh? Wouldn't that be nice? I'm not holding my breath, but oh well. It's a beautiful night. It's a beautiful fire. And that's it. That's all she wrote. Until tomorrow. Be safe. Been a long day. Been a tough day. I'm getting ready to turn in. It's gonna be dark here probably in, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes. I had my pot of hot water, and now I just want to lay on my bed and relax. You know, I'm going to leave you guys with something that I think about quite a bit. And I just had this discussion with my wife just before I left, when I found out that my friend had passed away, and she could tell that something was bothering me. I don't know if she knew what it was, but when we got home, and she said, you know, your whole mood has been different since you got home from the beach. We call our place where we have our summer places, we call it the beach. She goes, you've been different since you got home from the beach. And I go, yeah. I said, I'm pissed right off about John. Like, he was too young. He was too young to go, and like, there's so many douchebags out there that could, you know, bad people that could die long before someone like him. And I don't know why, but that kind of shit, it kind of hits me. And anyways, I said to my wife, I'm like, you know, she's like, well, yeah, that's why you gotta, you know, live each day as to its fullest or whatever. And I'm like, I know. And like, so I said to her, I said, you know what? I said, my biggest fear, and she knows this, right? I'm like, you know, my biggest fear is dying too young and not getting to do all the things that I want to do. There's so many things I want to do, so many places I want to see, and adventures I want to go on, and I'm scared to death of dying and not getting to do those things. You know, my dad died pretty young, and my dad led a pretty good life, pretty full life. But I think there's probably if my dad could say something right now, I think there's probably a lot of things that he never got to do that he wanted to do. And that's my big fear. I don't want to die. You know what? That's why I got that tattoo, right? Die with memories, not with dreams. Okay? I don't want to die. I don't want to be on my deathbed or dead and go, for fuck's sakes, I wanted to do this and I never got to do it. Like, I want to do these things. So, I don't know. It makes you think about those things when you're out here, you know, peace and quiet and solitude. It makes you think about life and how precious it is, how short it is, you know. You know what? You've done good if you get 80 years here. 80 years, 80 sunrises, 80 sunsets, 80 Christmases, 80 birthdays, 80 Thanksgivings. It's not a lot, right? And that's why you got to make the most of it. Make the most of it. Do what you want to do. Okay? It doesn't matter if people think it's stupid. Right? There's a lot of people that think this is stupid. They're like, why the hell would you do this? Well, you know why? It's because it's what I want to do. And I just hope that everybody gets to do the things that they want to do, because you know, I wrote a song last year when I was on this trip. I wrote this song. I was laying in bed one night and this song just came to me, boom. And I had no pen or no paper, no nothing. But I remembered the words, and when I got home, I wrote the words on paper, and then I put a song, I put a tune to it, and you know, one of the sayings, one of the verses in this song is, life ain't no dress rehearsal. And it ain't. It's not a dress rehearsal. Can't go back. Okay? You can't sit there in 10 years and go, damn it, I wish I would have done this 10 years ago. You either do it or you don't do it. So, as long as you're living your life, doing what you want to do, you know what? Then that's fulfillment. And try not to be like me. Try not to be like me, because it's, for me, it's a fear. Okay, some people are scared of the dark. Some people are scared of bears. Some people are scared of Bigfoot. Some people are scared of war. Whatever it is. Okay, my fear is dying too young. I got too much I want to do. Too much I want to see. So, I'm going to leave you with that. I'm going to get in my shelter. I'm going to lay down for a few minutes. I can tend to the fire. It's going to be dark pretty quick. Yeah. Well, is the view from your bed better than this view? I hope so. It's bedtime. I threw a few logs on, and I'm sure I'll wake up in an hour or so, and I'll throw some more logs on. Hopefully I can keep the fire going for a while tonight. Stay warm. Alright, my friends. Until tomorrow. Well, it finally stopped raining. Oh, it rained so hard last night. Everything got damp. My bottom of my sleeping bag, my feet got wet. Not happy. It just stopped here probably half an hour ago. Oh, man. I think last night, people, was my sign to pack it up and head her home. Pack her up and head her home. My back's killing me. I'm starving. I'm hungry. And now I'm even more wet than I was. I kind of got things somewhat dried out yesterday, but I don't know where the water's coming in this shelter, but unless it just was blowing in, because the wind, it was relentless too. It blew hard. Holy cow. So I think it's time for this old boy to go home. Go see my wife and kids. Get some food. Dry bed. It's hard in the old bones. It's hard in the old body. As I stare into the darkness and reflect on who I am, I dream about where I'm going, think about where I've been. Do I take the road less traveled, hang on for the ride, or do I try to find the answers and the meaning of my life? We don't know what lies ahead, we only know the past. Hurry up what is yet to come, life goes by too fast. Don't get caught up in the moment, be thankful for what you have, 'cause in the blink of an eye, it could all be taken back. it's too late, and it's time for us to go. Don't take life for granted, live each day like it's your last. Chase your dreams and make them happen. Life goes by too damn fast. Some people measure their success in many different ways. Success to